This was as good as we've played all year. I mean, easy. Our defensive intensity, our attention to detail with the scouting report that we put in, our connectivity. We were talking and connected. Our physicality, and then we did a great job of just making the right basketball play on the offensive end. You know, we'd come off and make our reads. If we didn't like it, we'd throw it out and move it, and make another play where we maybe haven't done that very well this year. So it was great. It was great. It was great to see, and it was a great crowd, great energy, and the guys really responded. Because that's a really tough physical team. I mean, I watched both their St. Mary's games. They came down right to the very, very end, and they were just – I mean, that's a tough, hard-nosed team. Stan's teams are always really, really physical and tough to play against.
What does it say to not only have that kind of performance, but to do it on your third game in 6 days?
I mean, I didn't realize that was that. I mean, we took a day off on, I don't know, whenever that was, Sunday, and then but we practiced hard yesterday, and the guys responded. So, you know, we're just in that, it's late January, early February, man. Everybody's kind of grinding right now, so you just got to, this is why you work out all year, man, for the nights like this. So you got to have peak performance if you can.
What's happening with Nolan? I mean, he's having a little streak here on the threes. I think he's had at least 3 in 7 or 8 games in a row.
I mean, I think his teammates are finding him. I think he's doing a good job of just taking the right ones. I think as a group, we're taking the right ones now, and not maybe, you know, trying too hard to make something out of nothing.
Kind of going off that, looked like Pacific was kind of playing off on going under screens.
Yeah.
And you tonight's kind of trying to go over the top. But is Nolan getting downhill? Is that something you want to see him do more of, or is it just overall making the right?
It's just totally 100% making the right reads. Just, I mean, we drill them and drill them and drill them every day on this is what they're going to do. If they do this, we do that. And you know, I think all our guards over the course of, you know, this run have been really, really crafty with that. And I think these guys, I feel like tonight they really kind of stuck. And then also, like, you can make that right read, and the right read might just be, all right, nothing happening here, throw out. You know, instead of, I think we've been a little bit guilty of trying to make something out of nothing a little bit this year. So I thought the guards, both him and Ryan, showed great growth tonight.
You guys took advantage of the extra possessions, 229 points off turnovers. How do you do that, just to take advantage of that stuff?
I mean, look, we love to get out and run and transition, and I think that was just our activity on defense that allowed us to do that. You know, and we took phenomenal care of the ball. I mean, our efficiency numbers in there are nuts, especially with that top group.
Kind of off of that, just 2 turnovers for Nolan tonight with how much he had the ball in his hands. I mean, it goes back to making the right play, I'm sure. But just
Yeah, well, Nolan and Ryan. I mean, think about how Ryan had it. I mean, they each, I mean, 1 turnover there, and that was late. So, yeah, just exactly how we want to play. I mean, that's Gonzaga basketball. I wish like heck we could do that every night, but, you know, also when you shoot the ball like that, it makes life a lot easier on the offensive end. But listen, when you play with that kind of activity and that kind of energy and that kind of physicality on defense, and usually good things will follow. So
You've been after Ike to get out of the gate a little quicker than
he did tonight. Yeah, I don't know. Did you talk to him or something? I don't know. Your little podcast and all these things you guys got going. I don't know. Somebody did. I've been talking to him all year about it, so it wasn't me.
What was the message at halftime? I mean, you guys come out with that 19-2 run and really put them on the sword.
Just the same thing. I told them, like, we did a great job, but, like, look, Loyola's got a lot of pride, and they're an older team, and they got some guys. I mean, Hill can really get a lot of buckets in a hurry, and so can Wright, and I just challenged them to go out and make it a 40-minute great effort, not just a 20-minute great effort.
you have looking back, and what can he do?
It is. It's good, and he hasn't had a whole lot of reps, but we threw him out there, and he did good. He looked good in practice. the last 2 days, and so I think it'll be good to spell both Nolan and Ryan with him a little bit. I think he's probably ready for that.
So, two of your guys had 4 assists. Nolan Hickman had 5. We saw some great passes and spreading the floor. Is that selflessness something you've been emphasizing with your guards?
Again, I mean, I'm like a broken record here. We're just making the right basketball play, you know? I mean, sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes they got to go downhill and take the shot. Sometimes they just got to move it to the next guy, and he'll, you know, get us back into offense. So it's just kind of just making that read. We drill them every day on that.
Obviously, a big one coming up here Saturday. Randy's team playing well.
Yeah, they're playing great.
Just first thoughts on that one.
Oh, I know. He's done a great job. I mean, they hit a lull in the early part of December there, but I think all of us who know St. Mary's and know those guys and know him knew they'd be right back where they are right now. I don't know what they've won, like 10 in a row or something. So, yeah, much similar to what we faced tonight, just an incredibly physical team that's great on the boards, that doesn't make mistakes, and, you know, they try to make you beat them. And you know, our teams over the years have done a good job with that, but this will be a huge challenge because they're playing great right now.
He's their leading scorer, but they've got other guys averaging.
Oh, Marcellonis is doing great. I mean,
You
he's
said
playing
that
great.
they're real team-oriented, so how do you kind of just
We
prepare
just
for
do what we
big
did
offense?
tonight. All we got to do is do what we did tonight. We got to be connected. We got to play hard. We got to be physical, and we play a game like this with 5 turnovers. That'll give us a great chance. So.
For either of you, what went into the defensive effort there that turned them over like 13 times in the first half? That's a high figure. What do you guys do to get after them?
I mean, it's been an emphasis all year for us, and now we had a great game plan. Coach Gentry gave us a great game plan and gave us, you know, almost every situation we were going to see tonight. And we went over it these past 2 days. It was a quick turnaround from Saturday, but we did a good job, you know, taking advantage of the game plan and, you know, using it effectively and getting the stops we needed and turning them over a lot. And it was just a team effort, you know. We were switching things, communicating, and just we were connecting on that end, which was nice to see.
Nolan, I'm not sure if you're a guy who has a long memory about things, but obviously last year we got you guys here. How much, not that you need extra fuel, but how much did that add a little bit to the fire here tonight, not wanting to happen again?
No, it definitely added something to us. You know, especially for the newcomers, they don't really know about, you know, what happened last year. So we try to, you know, let them know, you know, that they did beat us here, and we can't let that happen again. So, yeah, that was definitely the message coming out there tonight.
Nolan, career high 24 for you tonight. Seemed like you were ultra aggressive when they came over this top ball screen going to the rim. Was that something that was part of the scout, or what did you see out there?
Yeah, definitely part of the scout. You know, I definitely did have it going. I felt good out there tonight. But, you know, I feel like that's just the scout. You know, we drilled it in practice. You know, just like you said, Gentry gave us a real good plan, and we stuck to the plan throughout the game. And that's where I feel like I just got all my buckets in, man, just going with the plan.
What did it feel like to have that kind of hot start translate into the second half? Because we've seen you guys some hot starts this
Right.
year, but then you just picked up right where you left off.
Yeah, man. Honestly, man, I've just been trying to work on put together a whole 40 minutes of gameplay. Honestly, you know, with my role being what it is this year, I've just been trying to better myself every single practice, every single day, and you know, it's starting to show. So I'm happy for it, for sure.
I know 9 blocks tonight. I mean, what was going right for you guys?
I mean, just everybody protecting the rim. I mean, once again, goes back to that game plan piece. We knew they were going to be aggressive to get downhill and get to the basket. You know, we were always, you know, we've been taught to come over and protect the rim. We haven't been doing a great job of that this year. I feel like we've given up a lot of easy layups that we shouldn't have been doing. But tonight, I think, like I said, we just connected the whole time, played a whole 40 minutes of team defense, you know, rotations, stuff like that. And then guys helping out for each other, having each other's back. It was huge.
For both of y'all, 12 steals, I mean, that's incredible. Is there something specific you're looking for disrupt them and make a play like that, like you did tonight?
Honestly, they press up on ball screens. We knew that going into it. They press up on ball screens, try to go over. So we knew if we just get downhill, we either gonna have a good shot at the rim, or we just gonna have to have a mismatch on the big. So
Just talking about our steals. Just talking about our steals.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you say the question? I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, my
With
bad.
that many steals for y'all, is there something you were looking for from Loyola to be ready to make those plays?
I'm so sorry. My apologies. Just being solid on defense. I think that's where we was emphasizing this entire week, just being solid. And, the solidness, it frustrated them. They was turning that ball over. So, I think it was just a win on our end, definitely.
Nolan, you doing anything different shot-wise, extra work or anything, tinkering with it, because they're dropping?
Oh, no, definitely, man. Just in the gym, every day, practicing. Reps is reps. I've been doing the same thing, but, it's just starting to fall. That's how basketball goes.
You and Ryan have been playing a lot of minutes so far this year. How nice is it to get Luka back and kind of take a little bit of pressure off you guys?
Man, it's real good, man. Not only just in the games, but at practice, man. Just to have somebody just come in and, fill in that point guard spot is well needed, the 1 and the 2 spot. So I'm glad he's back. He played real well in the little span of time that he had, but I'm hyped to have him back. Yeah.
Conversations with Dom out there.
No, I had a few before the game, but when it's game time, we don't really speak too much. It's all love though on my end for sure. About you, Benny?
Yeah, I talked to him before the game. Just I'm glad he's doing well and stuff like that. I mean, we were really tight last year, so it's just nice to see him succeed and like Coach Few said, kind of thrive in his role that he was given at LMU. And talked to his parents for a little bit. It was great seeing them. They're big Gonzaga supporters, always will be, and they'll always be a part of our family for sure.
Tough one on Saturday. Kind of initial thoughts on St. Mary's. Obviously, I don't need to tell you how much that game means in this conference.
Yeah, I mean it's a battle every time. We know that it's not going to be a finesse game. It's going to be a war. In every aspect of the game, rebound and defense, just everything. So we got a little longer of a break here, not a Thursday Saturday game. So it's nice to get a Tuesday Saturday, get a couple more days to get the prep in and watch some film on them. But yeah, it's just gonna be a war. I think the most physical team is gonna win. And just executing their game plan and taking advantage and just taking good shots and stuff like that.
For both you guys, games like that with a kennel, what kind of atmosphere it's going to be. I mean, how much do you guys look forward to these kind of games, when the season starts, say, hey, that day it's going to be a lot of fun?
Man, ever since the Kennel had the students back these past 2 games, man, it's been rocking. I just want to give all thanks to all the students who have been pulling up, man. It's definitely a game changer, that's for sure. So I appreciate y'all.
No, I know you make those 2 guards you guys are going to see Saturday.
Oh man, they're real solid. They're real good at what they do. They're real tough-minded, real tough-based. But I just think if we just play solid like we did today, and solid on the defense end, I think we should be real solid.